Well, we're about to see probably the worst thing I've seen on the internet from someone just openly saying something, right? Not something someone was caught in, not something that someone was in a debate and in the heat of the moment said. It's not a gamer word thing. This is a guy having full control over everything that's coming out of his mouth with no one challenging him, and he's just saying this shit. Freely, he's opening up and saying this shit. Okay? This is Sheepdog. I've debated him. He's a trash bag.
My son, look, I tell this story all the time. I whip the shit out of my kids, all right? And I even bait my kids so that I can whip the shit out of them.
I whip the shit out of my kids, and I bait my kids so I can whip the shit out of them. These are the words of this fucking piece of shit. He baits them. This guy is a fucking piece of garbage and should be banned. Frankly, he should be banned. If he's not banned, he should be. He should not have his fucking kids, dude. He's a piece of shit. He's an actual piece of shit. This is fucking child abuse. If what he says is true, this is literal child abuse.
My 3-year-old son was the only motherfucker that I worried about because when I got heavily into firearms, my other kids were a little bit older, and I just involved them in it, and they're very, very gun savvy. I probably have the deadliest children in all of America.
However, I have the deadliest children in all of America? Fuck that guy in a hole that feels in a hole that feels bad. Well, not against his consent, but yeah, sure. I have the deadliest kids of all. This is a fucking nightmare person. I can't even imagine thinking that this is beneficial or prudent or fucking virtuous. Like what I like just watching him makes me feel like I'm virtue signaling because it's so obviously abhorrent. I feel like I shouldn't even have to bring it up, but it needs attention. He's just a fucking shitbag.
I had a son, okay, after all this happened. I set a fucking unloaded pistol on the table.
He's the guy in my fucking metaphor against G-Man. Hey, I appreciate it, Lazuka. Thank you so much. Why is your metaphor about guns and children coming literally it is. He sets a gun on the table in front of his child.
I baited him.
I baited him on purpose.
You know, what does the 2-year-old do after he's seen you shoot and fire firearms?
2 years old! A year younger than my argument. You are a wizard, Jake? Thank you, Thrace. Maybe I am.
He wants to touch Daddy's gun. And he did.
He touched Daddy's gun. Yikes.
And I beat the shit out of him.
You beat the shit out of him. Explain what beating the shit out of a child means. Imagine being so fucking alpha male. Imagine being so manly and secure and calm-headed and intelligent and bright and fucking benevolent and loving to your child that you set down a thing in front of your kid, knowing they would touch it, seeing them touch it, and then, quote, beating the shit out of someone who is under 800 days old. This guy is the epitome of everything wrong with the people that wear those fucking hats. Absolutely. What is that kid gonna learn? What's he learning in this situation? He's learning that his dad is an abuser.
Well, I legally whooped my child.
You illegally whooped your child.
Waited 2 weeks. Set that firearm on the table again, unloaded. He walked up that time and touched it with the finger. I fucked his ass up.
I fucked his ass up. A child. A child. Fucked his ass up, he said. Yeah, what was he gonna do? Fucking parry your 1-2 punch combo? Duck it and uppercut you for the win? He's 2, you piece of shit. Does it make you feel fucking tough? What the fuck is wrong with... What a fucking coward.
Waited a week. Set that firearm on the table again. And he looked at it. He just got close to it and looked at it. I fucked his ass up again.
He looked at it, and you fucked his ass up again. So now this child has been beaten 3 times. I agree, Caligula Salad. Thank you. Because he looked at it. He looked at an object you actively put on a table. Thank you again for that, buddy. Appreciate it. Enjoy the snipe.
Now, if I set a firearm on the table and he's within a foot of it, he creates a 10-foot distance from that fucking guy. So it is up to the fucking parent 100% to raise a patriot.
To raise a patriot? So, here's what he taught his child, okay? Here's what he fucking taught his child. Gun. Gun gets placed on a table. Kid touches it. Gets his ass whooped. I mean, gets fucked up by his father. You know, a person he's supposed to feel safe around. Guy takes a gun. Sets it on a table again. Kid touches it with just a finger. Fucked up again by a man that's supposed to protect him from harm. Guy takes it again. Sets it on the table. Kid looks at the gun. Just looks at it with his eyes. And the person he's supposed to feel most comfortable around and safest around at all times of his day, a person he's supposed to be able to count on for not only food and shelter and everything else, but love and comfort and safety, fucks him up again. Guy takes a gun, sets it on a table, 4th time. Now the kid doesn't look at the gun, leaves a wide 10-foot berth if he can, and avoids the gun at all costs. Now, what did we teach him? What did we teach the child here? Did we teach the kid anything about the gun? Did we teach him anything about the gun? Is the gun bad? Are guns dangerous? Can guns hurt you? Are guns only to be used in self-defense? Are guns an important constitutional right? No! What the fuck did you teach that poor child? Under 2. Or no, 2 years old. Under 3. What you taught that kid is that he should fear his father. Nothing about that says fear the gun, be scared of the gun. What's the kid gonna do if the gun is on the table and dad isn't home? Did he teach the kid that the gun is bad at all times? Or did he teach the kid that if dad's around, he's going to fuck you up? This guy's fucking disgusting.